Hey, what is going on, guys? It's LittleBigness here, and I'm here to bring you our UBC Season 3 Week 1 battle. We're going up against Spencer, the coach of the Washington Talonflames. Sorry this is post-com, by the way. I had a really bad aching stomach, and I could barely focus on commentating, let alone the battle. But, you know, now it's kind of faded off to where I can compensate. It's still there a little bit. It hurts like a motherfucker. It feels like I'm pregnant, but anyway, we're going up against Spencer, and you can see that he brought this team, and I brought this team. I was actually one off on my prediction. I predicted him to bring Drapion instead of Chandelure. Or not Chandelure, Spiritomb. I did not predict him to bring Spiritomb. I thought he was going to bring Drapion, but that was kind of a guess anyway, so... Anyway, the goal on this team, I've got an offensive Latios, I've got an offensive Donphan, I have a Nasty Plot Zoroark, a Choice Scarf Staraptor that I most definitely planned on disguising my Zoroark as. That was kind of the thing right there. And now I've got an AV Magmortar and just a Spike Stacking Ferrothorn with an Akaberry because... he had no hazard removal, I believe, except for Defog on Yanmega, so I was like, yo, I should Spike Stack this guy, because he's got no way to combat that, since he won't run Spikes on Yanmega, or Defog on Yanmega, excuse me. Anyway, we're going to get right into the battle right now. So I led off with Donphan, he led off with Mega Aggron. I'm going to put this on slow, but yeah, it's a Mega Aggron, and this thing I knew was going to be tough to break through right away. He went for Rocks, I went for Rocks. I knew I was going for Rocks here because I needed to, just to start whittling everything down, especially since he didn't bring hazard removal. He went for Heavy Slam, and I didn't expect it to do that much. So then I went for Rapid Spin because I really wanted the Zoroark plan to work since I disguised it as my Staraptor, and when I come in with Rocks, it would look a lot different. And then I went into Magmortar, thinking a Heavy Slam wouldn't do this much, but bam, does over 50%, I can't switch into it. That was a big mistake on my part. Now, I'm thinking he might go Chandelure, but I'm like, that's fine. I've got the AV. I can basically take any hit from this thing anyway. So he goes Milotic, and I go for Fire Blast. And it misses, but that's not really a huge deal to me. It's not like it would have done too much damage. So I wanted to see if I could save this Magmortar a little bit. So I went out into Ferrothorn, I believe. Yeah. And I started Spike Stacking right now, because I really need to get my Spikes up and just completely... decimate his team with them. That was kind of the plan all along. And he makes a bit of a weird play here. I don't know why he wanted to go into Mega Aggron. Maybe it was a good opportunity to set up Rocks, and he does resist both my stabs. He might have predicted a Power Whip, but I'm going for Spikes right now. I would have gotten to Chandelure really aggressively. But yeah, I'm just going to keep on going for Spikes. Sucks that the Rocks are up, but hopefully I can get Donphan in to spin them. So I've got all my layers of Spikes up. I've got 3 layers, and I'm feeling pretty confident at this point that I can end up sweeping. So I went out into Donphan, thinking I could take 2 Heavy Slams. And I think I could have from this range. No, I couldn't. Yeah, I could have, actually. No, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, he went for Avalanche, which was a really good play. Yeah, I couldn't have taken 2 Heavy Slams, actually. I just had to sack this thing off. Sadly, I couldn't get the spin, which made the Zoroark thing look kind of weird, but you'll see that later. Now I go into Magmortar, thinking I can get a big hit on this thing, and I actually have Fire Blast and Flamethrower because I had no other moves that I really wanted to put, so I was just like, let's slap Flamethrower on there, not mess with accuracy. So I did go for the Flamethrower here, because I didn't want to miss, and I really want to get damage on this Aggron. He goes into Garchomp, good play. I was like, if this is a defensive Chomp, I might outspeed it, so I may as well stay in. So I went for the Hidden Power Ice, but that didn't work out. But then I got the burn when he went for Dragon Claw. I was just like, yes. So now I'm like, let's go into Ferrothorn and just get this thing out. Ferrothorn's really got no other use, so may as well just bring it in to knock it out. He could have had Fire Blast, but that's fine because I have an Akaberry. So I just went for Power Whip here. No big deal. I feel like I could have gone for Bulldoze there, because Rough Skin kind of hindered me when it came to taking a Fire-type attack. Anyway, goes Chandelure, takes 50% from my hazards, and I'm like, oh, I'm going down to a Flamethrower. Now I had no really good switch-ins to it. So I was just like, you know what, may as well. And then I went to Latios because I know I outspeed this thing, or I'm taking a flamethrower if it's scarfed, and I'm fine with that. So I went for Earthquake, and I had Earthquake because his team just got decimated by ground type coverage, so decided to pack it on my Latios. Now he goes Spirit Tomb, and I'm like, you know, he's going for Pursuit or Sucker Punch. I'm going to Roost right here because either way, I'll be alive after this, and that's a good thing. So I did go for the Roost, and that worked out well because he had Sucker Punch. So now I'm thinking, let's go out into my Zoroark and try and set up on this thing, because I could probably set up on this. Now I go in, I only take 12%, and everyone's like, what the fuck? But yeah, that is a Zoroark, and I'm ready to set up. And I'm not sure if Mr. Spencer here bought it or not, because he did end up going for Will-O-Wisp. Might have thought I was a physical Zoroark, but I saw no reason to run physical with the Mega Aggron and the Garchomp there. Oh no. But yeah, he does go for the Will-O-Wisp. Get some residual damage on me. Now I'm thinking he might switch out here. So he does. He goes into Aggron. I'm fine with that. And I go for a Nasty Plot. And this kind of seals the deal for me. I can basically take out anything. The only thing that's hurting me is Life Orb and Burn. So here for the Flamethrower. Knocks out the Aggron. That was pretty easy. You know, Flamethrower from a +2 Zoroark is going to knock out no matter what. Yeah, sorry for the illegal Staraptor, by the way. No, I'm playing. But yeah, then he goes Magnezone. And when I saw Air Balloon, I was like, what? Why do you go into Magnezone? If it was Scarfed, it would have made sense, but I don't know. I would have gotten my Lodic and tried to live a hit. But, anyway, he goes Spiritomb here. Decides to click Sucker Punch. And that is the end of my Zoroark. But Zoroark completely broke the team and put in so much work there at the end. And now at this point, I know Staraptor sweeps. And Latios actually sweeps too. Basically. I'm not sure if he would take a hit from the Spiritomb, but if it did, then he would definitely sweep. Then I go Staraptor. No, I can live a Sucker Punch. And I click Brave Bird, and it's a crit. This is a Scarf Staraptor, so I was like, am I able to kill a Melodic from this range? Because I know it's going to be at about 65%. Yeah, 63. And I do go for the Brave Bird, and it does knock out. So, GG Spencer, you actually had it uphill a lot of the battle, but I just think there's a couple of flaws with Spencer's team I was able to exploit by spike stacking. And I think he's really weak to ground coverage, and I tried to exploit that, but it didn't really matter with the ground coverage in the end of the day because Zoroark was the hero. Too bad my whole Zoroark plan didn't really look too clean, but I'm going to bring Zoroark later this season, and it's going to put in work. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!